All right. Early stream, early stream. Do, 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 do. Early stream. Hey, Melodia. How you doing? Ooh, this totally shifted here. Hey, Melodia. How you doing? Hey, Koji. You good? I'm doing all right. Just trying to optimize all my little windows and everything. I don't know why that one's not moving. It's your lucky day, Gamer00 has come back. Because you're in here and we can totally do this right now. All right. Just left a live stream where a guy, whoa, that is crazy, Eric Chavez. You're not going to see that here. You're going to hear some piano. That's what you're going to hear here. One, two, a microwave? Never thought about it, but I don't consider myself a microwave. Play Roy instrumental. There you go, Gamer. I really hoped you'd make tutorial videos. About what? Hey, Evil Robert. Hello, bad morning to you. That's awfully mean to start the morning. Zark Muckerberg. Hey, Serenetta. How am I doing? A little zonked, but you know, it is what it is. You're evil, Robert. I noticed. You didn't have to clarify. I noticed that you're evil, Robert. Am I a pizza? I don't identify as a pizza, but am I a lizard? Now, you may got me there. Happy Saturday to you, Mug Murmur. You like the live? Well, I appreciate it. What do I identify as? I identify as a human being. All right. Hey, KaiserNet. Hi, Red and Blue. Hey, Evil. What if I identify as Mark Zuckerberg? Have you thought about that? Yeah, I can do the theme from Cheers. All right, we'll pull that up. You want me to do a tutorial to Love Alone? I don't really do tutorials for specific songs. You identify as a human being watching another human being live. I got one better for you, Stellar Stroms. I identify as a human being live watching a chat of a human being watching another human being live. Have you thought about that? Identifies as a cucumber. I actually don't identify as Mark Zuckerberg. It's just what everybody in the world says that. I identify as a man who looks like Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, all right. This bit is getting way over the top. All right, because somebody said Fly of the Bumblebee, we'll do a little bit of Fly of the Bumblebee. Yeah, it's a boring. You know who you are? Actually, I have no idea who you are. Sweet little bumblebee. Kiss on the Rose or Everybody Wants to Rule the World, a jazzy version. You're a mango? Cool. What Tool would you want to hear? What R&B would you want to hear? Baked Trade? Oh, Summer Muir, thanks you. We could do a little Married Life. Exactly, you're right, Bonsai. I know it's a band. I know Tool's a band. Pick a song. You play Fantasy Impromptu? Good for you. Hey, Zekaru. Ooh, okay. You can always follow Red Sun Survivor's example because that gets my attention a lot quicker than anything else. Thank you so much for the donation all along the Watchtower. Yeah, I'll grab that. Don't worry, we'll get to other ones that people have mentioned. But new sub? Thank you. Appreciate it. Red Sun Survivors Council, you've got such a dope name. All right, that is way too complicated. Hold on. I just need to look up lyrics with chords because I can't, in my head, some of these songs I have to see. Tracking the micronova, which will turn the sun red. Are we all cooked at that point? It must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it's worth. Hey! Hey, Frog Studio. Oh, appreciate it, Red Sun Survivor. Oh, thank you, William. Thanks for the donation, William Minkowski. I don't know if I can sing the Cheers theme, but we'll get into it. Making my way in the world today takes everything you got. Yeah, I don't know the theme well enough. I'll play it though for you. How did I learn to play so well? Lots of practice, and from teachers at the beginning. Of course I remember you, Dennis Ball. We can get into these. Somebody was asking what my strongest Magic deck is. That would have to be, I made a deck that was all poison focused because I play casual. Like any card goes if you have it. And a friend of mine has really annoying, super old cards. And so they're all control. And most of them are not creatures. And so, Adam7, stop. And so I was like, that's really annoying. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to, yeah, you got to stop spamming. So I'm like, instead of going that route, I'm just going to get an infect and just literally just play poison and pump cards, and it was ridiculous. I've seen that actually just came back. I didn't ban him. I just timed him out for 10 seconds. He'll be right back. Right into our Schism. We can do Schism. In my head, I want to do, I know the pieces fit. Rob, I had an assignment to present a song to my music classmates. I picked When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Gets Going. Could you play it? Okay, hold on. I'll pull up these. I see Bohemian Rhapsody a lot. And I also see Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I just answered that. There may be a delay on the chat, I guess, Ms. Atz, because I just answered literally exactly what you're asking. Beethoven for Elise, I see that. Just chill for 2 seconds and I'll play it. Manitoring, sing. I don't sing songs I have never ever heard before. All right, Plankton. Is this from Plankton? All right, well, I do see that. Okay, all right, here we go. Mark, toast. Hip Hop King? Is that a song? Bruh is the Mark Zuckerberg, exactly. All right, here we go. Someone has not actually understood guitar because they put this too high. It'd be here. Sorry, bass. I know the pieces fit 'cause I watch them fall apart and na 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 nation. Oh man, that's such a cool song. I may need to learn some Tool on the piano. I've never actually tried playing Tool on the piano. That is so good. Good request. Sunflower? We can do Sunflower. I play a little bit of bass, I play a little guitar, a little drums, sing a little bit. Yes, Sekiro. I agree with that. Something I rarely see people do in the chat is rallying around one request. That would definitely make it a lot more likely that I play it. Do you know Chopin Nocturne 2? Yeah, I do know number 2. We'll pull that up from good old TikTok. You were in kindergarten when that came out. When did Tears for Fears come out? Are you officially one of the only people that's older than me then? Yes. You're totally one of the only people in here that's officially older than me. That makes me feel good. Is this a song by Plankton? I'm not going to read the Plankton word, sorry. Squid Game theme? We can do that in a bit. Rush, ew. Is One Punch Man ever coming back? I just did When the Going Gets Tough. You also didn't really clarify, so if it wasn't Plankton, then sorry. Could I play Risk? That's a board game. No, I'm just kidding. Talking about a song. It's your birthday? Nice, One Punch Man. You're totally fine. I have it pulled up right here. Tuna Mera. You guys are... That's the closest that I could find. We did sunflower. Do I make tutorials? Typically not. Hey, Sam Murphy. We could probably do that. Do I remember you, Not Buddy? Yeah. By Billy Ocean. Is that enough for you? That does help actually quite a bit. Bing Sake. Sure. Sinking Town. Absolutely a random user. The Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Jump Rope song. And then When the Going Gets Tough, Billy Ocean. Am I gonna have to look up? Nope, I found a version. All right. Oh, the beginning, just the beginning. Lame. All right, I may need to. I may need to go ahead and actually listen to that one just to get the gist of it and play it. Okay, all right, we'll do that in 2 seconds. Here's Jump Rope, and then we'll do River Flows In You. How about that? Why is this not loading? There we go. Piano Man by Billy Joel. We can. Why am I ignoring you? Boom, 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 ba-doo, boom, ba-doo, boom. Here we go. This is when the going gets tough, the tough going. Okay, we do not need to spam so much. Bonsai, you're not actually helping this at all. This chat is going absolutely nuts. Marina, again, we already attempted that. We may try to track it down later, but we're going to move on from now. Icarus, not Buddy. We can probably go back in and doing this. You guys are getting all bad habits because we're not... Any songs you'd like to do a jazzy rendition of? There's tons of songs I'd like to do a jazzy rendition of. All right, we'll get into that. Playing God, Lavender Town theme song. It's all good. No problem, Bonsai. We're doing a million different things here. I look like that Facebook guy? Who are you talking about? Chamath Palihapitiya? Your uncle? Play my best song? The lizard robot Facebook guy? Exactly. Who just released the most dystopian glasses ever? When I'm talking to you, I don't have to talk to you. I can just have AI read out text on my screen showing me what to say. Guys, the future is going to be fine. Say well. Well, Emil, I can read your chat. Love story by India. Again, you don't have to write it a million times. No way. It's all good. Yes. Yep, toast. I mostly learn by music, actually, not by ear. But I do a lot of ear, too. Cogwork dance. We're doing Lavender. Pirates of the Caribbean, we could look into that. Ears tough for you? You think you're tone deaf? You just gotta. Have you ever actually intentionally practiced learning stuff the relative pitch? Have you ever tried to just intentionally go through and learn stuff by relative pitch? Yeah, yep, that's the type of thing. Remember specific parts of songs, like remembering that it's harder to read sheet music than learn by ear. I don't think you can make that objective statement. I think it just depends on who you are and what you're what is easier for you. Oh, there we go. Which is harder for you? Ear, reading, learning, okay. I don't know. There we go. You can't read music, only sing and play? Gotcha. All right, that was a little bit of Sinking Town. We already did a little bit of Bink Sake. Here's Merry Go Round of Life. Yeah, I got Beat It pulled up, Claudine. Welcome to the internet. I'm guessing that's a song, not you're just saying welcome to the internet. Although you may just be being nice, which would be thank you so much. Hey Puddin', how you doing? You're learning Merry Go Round of Life? Awesome. How do you remember so many songs? First of all, it's just what I've done my entire life. Also, I don't actually remember all the songs. Yeah, by Bo Burnham. Oh yeah, we can do that. One quick question, can I play Rushy? Yeah, I can play Rushy. Yeah, so it's a combination of having it in your fingers, meaning you don't have to think about it. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I just remember the melody in my head, so it's like I'm playing by ear, but at a distance. Sometimes I write down the chords, so I'm sort of remembering it because I remember just little bits of it. Keep up the good work. Thanks. You get that wrong note for free. I typically charge for wrong notes. When will this live end? You're already working on that? Working on the Discord composition, composing so tough. I have about 25 seconds. Yeah, it is hard. I'll probably go about another hour, Zekaru. And then I'm hoping to do maybe one more later, but we'll see. All right. Have I streamed like this before? Yeah, I have, but I've just done this my entire life. From teaching, from performing, I've done this type of thing where I'm talking all the time. All right, see you later, Tirog. Yes, Ken, I came on early. I got a full busy family schedule, so just sneaking this in at the top before people wake up. You've been doing piano for 5 years? Oh, that's good. You got to start somewhere. Exactly, Chaelman. Exactly. The meme quality needs to go up. Do I like mango, the fruit? The fruit is delicious. The OG song that represents pirates, that's really interesting that you say that, because like, in my head, I'm old enough that I remember a pre-Pirates era. That's weird. What else is Mango? I don't know. His username is Mango. Who knows? Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it, Ken. Hope you have a fantastic day, if it's just starting. The Minecraft music for your brother? Exactly, Thomas B. That would be my, I actually had a CD of sea shanties. When is the meta classes coming out? Did you see the live demo? We got some bugs to work out. Oh, thanks. Some of those sea shanties are serious bops. Is playing piano hard? It depends, but I would say my normal answer is no, because at least at the beginning, it's not very challenging to play piano. Like literally what I just played, you could learn very, very quickly. Just this. What song can I play? No songs. I've never been able to play a song. Nokia ringtone. Sure. It's the yes, it's the easiest instrument to make a sound on. Correct. Entertainer, we'll do it. Interstellar, we can do Interstellar. Can I end this live with Megalovania or Asgore? We'll probably do Megalovania earlier, but we can do Asgore even now. Do I play classical pieces? Absolutely. What do you want to hear? Brinzi La Traviata, Verdi. When you're used to the keys, things would get easier the more you practice. Absolutely. Do I remember you? Of course, Cyan Basket, which you're also Lego. Is that right? You can play a little bit of Beethoven? Good. Please say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oten, Rammstein. Du hast nicht. Du hast nicht. Yes, Cheese, I do play classical. Here's some classical right now. Here's something from La Traviata. You can just ask, by the way. Man, I can barely read this. Okay, I'm zooming in. That helps a little bit. And there you go. Yeah, we can do any of Chopin's nocturnes. Absolutely. Any one you want to hear. I've not done Cogworks Dance Boss Fight yet. Elton, we could do that. How many piano musics have you fully mastered? I don't even know what that statement actually means. How long have I been for? I have existed for a few years. Somebody get that? Can somebody get that? Why did somebody have their phone go off in this? Do you have any favorite piano pieces you've been learning recently? I feel like I always have a couple go-tos on the fingers when I sit down. I'm all over the place. I like how Ling Ling took a little break to then come back. Here you go. How many minutes did you miss? Like 40. I started super early at Porsche today, so I don't blame you if you're at a different time. I have to hit up the gym. Then I got to go with my daughter to her gymnastics class and work a lot while she's doing that. And then my wife goes plays the gig, and then I got to take care of all the kids. So unless the baby sleeps at like literally the perfect time of day, this is the only time. So there was a little bit of SpongeBob ending theme. We'll do golden hour. How about that? We'll do golden hour. Everyone like the stream and subscribe? Actually, absolutely. You were traveling today? Oh, awesome. What's a golden hour? We'll figure it out. Can you play a birthday song? Sure, we can play a birthday song. All right, here we go. Appreciate it, Dark Knight. Yeah, we can get to some more of these. We're about to, are you sight reading or do I know this already? A lot of these I know already. People have requested these so many times I've learned them. Here's a little bit of, what? Do I know the Song of Twilight? Yeah, 1,000 Years. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Gavin. Yeah, I love Spain. Give you a shout out, Miracle. You're grade 2 on piano? Cool. If I have to buy an electric guitar as a beginner, what electric guitar should I buy? We could do Shape of You. You know what's crazy about this poll? I'm pretty sure it's like dead even, which is crazy. Yeah, so remember when everybody was like, oh, it's really hard to learn by ear. Reading music is easier. Do I know the Mario platform theme? I just read most of the music that you guys send in here, so I don't need to know anything. All right, let me answer Ken's question. So, when you are, yeah, we can do Die With A Smile. We can do a lot of these guys. I just like to answer questions. I go to whichever songs I feel like playing next. I know, it drives some people crazy and other people love it. If you're one of the people that love it, welcome. If you're one of the people that drives it crazy, if it drives you too crazy, it's all good. Me and Sebastian's song, yeah, we can do that too. Okay, so Ken, the main thing with guitar and electric guitar is you have the way it's built, so the quality of the materials it's built on and whether it stays in tune. And then you have the style, whether it's one of those with like one pickup, right? One pickup, one knob, one tone knob, and that's it. Or whether it's got a whammy bar and like 3 or 5 knobs and, you know, multiple pickups and speed tuners. That's all stylistic, like who gives a rip? Like if you like that, great. If you don't like that, whatever. But build quality really matters because that electric guitar, if it's not built well enough, it'll go out of tune really, really fast. And that really, really sucks. So that's what you want to look for. There's certain brands. I would say in terms of budget options, there's a lot of American brands that Chinese manufacturers or people bought and then manufacture in China. And some of those honestly are a deal and a steal and actually work pretty well. So anyway, I know the one that I got is a Kramer. Jackson is another one of those American bands. You have a budget of 700. I would really look for a used, so look at the difference between a Stratocaster, a Telecaster, probably not a Strat actually, a Telecaster, or a Les Paul. Look at the difference between those. Do you know the difference between a regular single coil pickup and a humbucker? Because that's another thing to think about. Buy on Timo? Do not buy on Timo. How's everybody doing? You're gonna leave to play Grow Your Garden event? Alright, that was just for the Grow Your Garden crowd. I actually have Asgore pulled up. I'll do that next, Zekaru. Chill for 2 seconds. All right, well, pick an Indian song. I can sing. Tuji Na. Oh, you're fine. You know the one? I don't know the one, Impudent Crockery. Please sing for you? We'll do it in a little bit. 2 hours before the event. Oh, it's all good, gamer. I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. I don't know if I sing in that particular style. I do not play Roblox. Do I look like I'm Roblox age? I guess I should take that as a compliment. Is there a Roblox age? Yes, it's very, very young. Or it should be very, very young. There's some people on there that should not be on there because it's a bunch of very, very young people and then not very, very young people, which is a problem. Yes, actually, yeah, literally if you look it up on the internet, Mr. Google Lover is correct. Most Robloxians are under the age of 18. It is a majority youth platform. You gotta actually give me an Indian song. EVH 5150. Okay. Let's see. EVH. Yeah, the other thing to do, which you probably are already doing, Ken, is just go on YouTube and look up. All right, there we go. Thank you, Gus Frang. Nadan Parande. We got that. That, of course, didn't pull up anything that I really wanted. We'll just do it like this then. Oh, from T-Series. No, that's, oh man. Okay, Tujan Na. Let's try that because I don't want to listen to a whole scene to get to the song. Oh, here we go. I found something. Yeah, I've heard. Do I use specific sites for sheet music or what pops up on Google? What pops up on Google, Thomas? I'm actually shocked, honestly, at how much is available on Google and on the internet. It feels premium and light to play. Well, then great, Ken. I'm not familiar, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not familiar with a lot of guitars because I'm mostly a keyboard player. Okay, all right. I know what you guys want to hear. Here we go. That's rough, Plague Ninja. Okay. That was fun. Just messing around. Play the Brain Rot song. There's a lot of Brain Rot songs. The whole internet is a Brain Rot song. I just grabbed Make the Angels Cry by Chris Gray. I just found a violin chart, so I'm guessing the chords. Hey, Cyan Bar. Epic YouTube live poll. Thank you, Official Pizza. And you're officially pizzas, which is impressive too. Rachmaninoff in C sharp minor. All right, sure. Good at it. Keep up the content. Thanks, 1905. Play an Eminem song? We could do that. I need like games for my chat to play while I'm playing the piano. Nocturne, but in C flat major? We could do that. That's called B major. You do know that, right? It's not actually very hard. We can even look up the one that's in B major to begin with. You just call it C flat? Okay. What is hybridization? In what? In what? Now, para. I actually found something. Here you go. This is in C flat major. How many years have I been playing piano? 28. Hybridization in chemistry? Oh man, it's been a while. I actually did well in chemistry, but it's been a while. Hold on. Concept of mixing atomic orbitals of an atom to form new equivalent hybrid orbitals that have different shapes and energies than the original orbitals. Oh, valence bond theory. So it's like they're just like the stuff floating around. Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry, bud. You're gonna have to actually study. And Eminem Stan. Soda Pop, yeah, we can do that. Chopin Etude Opus 25, number 5. Let's see, you gotta go. All right, I'll see you later, Mr. Google Lover. Ooh, that's beautiful harmonies there. Why are you being mean for no reason, Pamela? I'm sure lots of people would want to hear Kiss the Rain. Am I improvising? Always. All right, well, let's do Hopes and Dreams because we got some good old Undertale stands in here. We'll pull up Hopes and Dreams. We can pull up Molto by Cup of Joe. There we go, pulled that out. Shout out on a melody? No, I'm not gonna read your name. No, Kiss the Rain, yeah. Yeah, Ken, what's up? How long have I been playing piano? I've been playing piano 28 years. What part of Moonlight Sonata? All right, hold on, we'll get to all that stuff. Here is Cup of Joe. All right, let me pull up some of these. Hold on. If I am with you from Jujutsu Kaisen. And then Cupid. Sunny Side of the Street. Dum bum 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 bum. All right, we're gonna listen to Chris Gray because that didn't. We already did Golden Hour. We already did Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, we could go back to them. Everybody loves that stuff. Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman. Try Dark Beginnings. Jan Tiersen, what Jan Tiersen do you want to hear? The obvious one? Plague Ninja, I do have Hopes and Dreams pulled up. I do remember a guy named Random Edits. A Grow Your Garden theme? There's a billion of them. There's a billion Grow Your Garden themes. That guy is me. Nice, Simon. Did you just decide to have a more professional name? Or was that a different account? Actually, YouTube, because you violated their terms, yep, very common. I really should actually spin up another account and start posting a lot of the stuff that I post on a backup account. Can I play Golden Hour, Golden Hour and all that? We're getting through some of these backup just in case. Yeah, because YouTube is crazy. YouTube will just, well, it's YouTube, but it's also people on YouTube will abuse the copyright system. Hey, Marianne, how you doing? Your idol? We could do your idol. Elegy. Thank you for reminding me. Arno, Baba, Janyan. Yep, I'm pulling it up. Here's Elegy. Any Chrono Trigger songs? We just did Hopes and Dreams. I played it. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind, but I did play that. I did. I may not have done a very good job, so you didn't recognize it. Okay, if enough people say hopes and dreams again. We can do it again. Because apparently it wasn't clean enough. You guys didn't hear it. All right, here we go. Here's Elegy in the Club by 50 Cent. All right, something like that. Super Mario Brothers theme. Favorite piano player? Thank you. Sad Day, Moody. Goes dun 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 dun. You mean this one? Oh. All right, we could do congratulations. Oh, Falling Down. Okay, there we go. We can do that. Hey, Yori. We're going to do Falling Down real quick. I'll pull up Washing Machine Heart. Okay, I'm going to do 4 songs real quick, and then I'm going to do a classical song I like, and then I'm probably going to do some of my originals, and then we're going to get out of here. All right. I'll see Pamela. All right. Oh, yeah, Your Idol. I'll pull up Your Idol. Invisible by Duran Duran. Yeah, we could do a little bit of that. Nope. Totally is not pulling up. All right. Well, we'll get to what we can get to. Oh. Megalovania, we could do a little bit of that. There's some Washing Machine Heart. Here's Congratulations. We're going to do that. We'll do a little bit of Your Idol. Agree, Plague Ninja. Thank you for standing up for me. All right. Thank you. Let's listen to this. Let's see. It happened. I shake something off. That's hilarious. Ever since I moved this book, it's not been happy ever again. It was very happy the first time I put it up. Now it's been very unhappy since. All right, that's good enough. All right. Have I heard of Blood Orange? I have not. Oh, no problem, Rochas. This is falling down. Also, you don't need to ask anymore because I'm gonna literally play what I want until the end of the stream. So if you like piano music and you like listening to new things, just stay on. I was playing a little bit of Duran Duran, Invisible. Domino Fun, unfortunately right now I'm not going to. I'm gonna, you can come back later, and I may do it later, but I'm gonna play a little bit of Brahms, and I'm gonna play some of my originals, and then we're out of here. And that book's gonna fall on me again. Why did it get so unstable? It was doing so well for so long. Oh well. I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, we'll do originals in just a second. I'm gonna finish up this Brahms first. Oops, I lost the plot here. All right, there's some Brahms. Yeah, guys, you can request anything you like, but I'm not going to do it. Anything in particular you like about Brahms? Almost everything. Brahms is amazing. The only thing I don't like about Brahms is he hated his own music, a lot of it, and so he would delete a ton of it. And that to me is quite sad. I wish there was more Brahms in the world. All right, I've got some anime style. Anime style originals. Who is your favorite pianist, dead or alive? I'm just gonna say Keith Emerson. That's probably the most likely. Ask ChatGPT for the hardest song and choose which one is hardest. Not a bad idea. That would actually be an interesting way to do it. That is said, yeah, he burned a lot of his music actually. It's crazy because there's still like over 100 Brahms songs. No, Domino, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna play a couple originals and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna play 2 originals and then I'm out of here. So this is an original anime contemplation theme. I don't have any more specifics than that. Playing God is hard. It is. It's like a bunch of techniques put in a row that are very guitar specific. Honestly, I think for Tim Henson, it's not actually that hard of a song. That's the crazy thing about writing your own music, guys, that I don't think people comprehend well, is one of the things about writing your own music is you can do something that's fits well with you. I'm not saying it's easy, but it fits well with what you're doing. And then anyone else playing it is like, man, this is the hardest thing ever. Whole tone scale from C sharp. There you go. All right, here we go. This is called Anime Contemplation Theme. I don't think I actually got a real title for it yet. Oops, don't let me not push that over the top. All right. Yep. It is kind of Death Note-like. You're right. All right. I'm going to do another one. Here's another one that's anime. Do you know if there is a specific music theory reason specific theory reason some pieces just sound anime-like specific scales or chords that are common? Absolutely, actually. It's actually quite straightforward. A New Jersey Man. It's just one of them. Just one of the New Jersey Men. T. Gray's Piano 88. I'm just playing stuff that I can see for 2 seconds. No, I'm gonna play one more original and be out of here. Hey Donna. Yeah, I did it much earlier today because I don't know. I'm not guaranteed a time period to live stream later because it'll heavily depend on baby napping schedule, which is random. Okay, so here's the reason why anime, yeah, going to the gym after this. Absolutely, gotta get my pump on. So here's the reason, hey Ash, good to see you. Here's the reason why anime stuff sounds the same. It's because there's certain scale theory language that is like universal because of the math involved. So let's say you wanted to create the most amount of tension and the most amount of feelings of discomfort, and how do you do that? It's sitting on a 4 chord. So you're in like D major. You're gonna sit on a 4 chord, and then a 5 chord, and then a 6 chord. Yeah, you can make it like F, G, E, A. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what's going on. Have I watched Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah. So typically in anime, you either have the like beautiful ones, right, or the mentally heavy ones. Those all have that. In charismatic church culture, we call this like spiritual warfare music because it just stays in this one spot all the time. Yeah, F. Exactly, same idea. Exactly, Kevin. Just for you. So that's really what's going on there. Yeah, now the other one that people use is in like Jujutsu Kaisen and other anime, they use jazz a lot. And that, I think, is because they want this feeling of energy and excitement and things being chaotic. And I think the other thing I don't think people understand is there's this really weird feedback loop with the West versus the East. So we love anime and manga and all of that, and they love Western culture and Western music from like 30 or 50 years ago. So we have this crazy like back and forth where they're listening to stuff 20 or 30 years ago, like jazz stuff and other things, and then we're listening to anime and manga reinterpreting that. So anyway, more history lesson than you probably wanted to know. That'd make actually a good long form video at some point. The influences of anime and the cyclical nature of East versus West musical influences. Anyway, hey Nene Pro, hello from Sweden, awesome. Try a saloon music. I'm going to try a song that I wrote called Western Anime and then get out of here. Sorry for those that are just pulling in. I know it was earlier, but yes, like, sub. We may do one later. I just needed to get one out of the way before I had a bunch of stuff. It makes sense. Yeah, Japanese jazz guys they're so good. And jazz girls, I should say. Actually, I feel like, unlike the West, there's a lot of extremely great... Okay, that sounds weird. Let me try to explain that real quick. I feel like it's more common to run into like jazz pianists that are female in Japan versus in the West, they definitely exist. But it's a little rarer. Maybe I'm making that up. Who knows? Somebody can totally dunk on me. You'll go now? All right, I'll see you, yes. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Japan is on another level, guys. Yeah, they really are with a lot of cultural things. And have been for a very long time. You can request whatever you want. I'm just not going to play it right now. Yeah, I'll explain that after this, Chopin, and then I got to get going. Is music 100% cultural or only about 50%? You know what I mean? I'm gonna explain it this way, and then go from there. And then I want to go back to 4-part harmony real quick, and then I do need to get rolling. So the first thing I'd say is I would say music is 100% math and 100% cultural. So what I mean by that, Donna, is, and this is a very modernist concept, and so let me just back up for a second to understand the philosophy. So let's say that this exists. This is objective, right? This is a solid object. No amount of cultural perception can change what this is. But we each have effectively like a fabric, a pattern that goes over our eyes that is our cultural context. And that can shift around and it can be different things. Like imagine a blanket with a lot of holes in it, right? Like a different pattern going through. And so I may not be able to see this as clearly. And I may have multiples of them overlapping. And then I can peel back layers by understanding my cultural biases and different things. But ultimately, I'm always seeing this object through some other lens. That is literally what I think happens with music. So there's objective math underneath it. Like as far as we can tell, there's literally mathematical foundations for all music. And that's why, for example, you can have pentatonic scales everywhere. I had an uncle trying to like argue that Western music was dominant because they used the pentatonic scale and that was taken everywhere else in the world. And I was like, that is the most ignorant position. I love you, uncle. I'm not even gonna mention his name. I love you. But ultimately, the truth is, the math is why the pentatonic scale is all over the world. It's ratios. And if you pick up a string and you tune it and you hit it and then you divide it in half, guess what? You get an octave. And then you divide it in thirds and I believe you get fifths then, right? So that's what happens. Now, the way we interpret it and the way we go from there is very cultural. So that's why I'd say it's 100% cultural and 100% math. I played, no, you're fine, Ken. You're all good. Brits and Australians somehow have lots of good musicians. Why does America suck? That is a horrible take, Lucid Pizza. Sorry, but it's just true. The thing about the United States in almost every cultural endeavor is we cheat our way to the top. And that's because if you look, we actually do have a fairly strong cultural identity, but it's pieced together by everyone else's. And so Americans are kind of the most very like we're grumpy about ourselves, right? Anyway, that's a subject for another day. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I want to talk about 4-part harmony really, really quick. What do you mean by cheat? I mean that because we are the melting pot and because there is no technical, straightforward origin point for the United States, I mean, you can argue. I'd say the most common argument that I've heard, I had an ethnomusicologist bring this up to me. You have the influences of Europe, you have the influences of Africa, and then you have the influences of Native America. So anyway, indigenous people. Anyway, we're not going to go down this whole cultural rabbit hole right now, but fascinating conversation for other times. Oh, absolutely. It helps that, yeah, I mean, well, and again, if you're the dominant GDP and the dominant economic and military force in the world, then that helps with pushing culture, and culture helps pushing military and economic dominance. But anyway, okay, back to four-part harmony. Here's the simplest way to understand four-part harmony. You've got soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Soprano's at the top. So let's imagine we're playing Twinkle Twinkle. Soprano's at the top, and it typically plays the melody. This is a scam. It's a total scam, Oleski. It's totally right. I'm answering questions, and I'm playing whatever. It's obviously a scam. So we've got our right hand playing soprano line. Da da be be da 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 da. That's playing the melody, right? That's typically what happens. We don't have to put the melody in the soprano, but that's what's happening. The alto is playing a harmony in that. We'll get back to that in a second. The tenor is playing a harmony as well. We'll get back to that in a second. The bass is playing a root note that's defining the harmony. So if we're doing this, we do a note for each one. Let's just do that much, right? Now, what we're gonna do, that gets us our bass note and our melody, right? This, by the way, as Chopin Enthusiast is exactly, I'm not taking requests right now. I'm not taking any requests. I said you could drop requests, but I'm not actually responding to them. I'm literally just going to answer this question and get out of here. So we have bass note, we have melody. Then we fill in the middle by notes from those chords. So for example, the first chord's a C major chord. So we have three options, C, E, and G. So maybe we do our alto as G. Sorry, no, we'll do our tenor as G and our alto as E. Right? And then when we go to the next note, we have A minor. So we have C and E as our option. So we can keep actually our alto as E. And we need our C, so we're gonna actually have to make our tenor jump. So we're gonna go like this. By the way, we're doing a good job. We're keeping our alto as boring as possible. What about melodies in every part? I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Chopin Enthusiast. And then we go to the next part, and I probably do F and C over here. And then we can go up to here and leave out, yeah, we have the third up here. And then we're back to here. So now, that gets you the very basic way to do four-part harmony. You have melody in your right hand, melody and soprano, foundational bass notes in the bass part, and then alto and tenor in the middle. The advanced concept is each of those needs to be independent and their own melody. Interesting? Yes. But in general, altos have very boring parts because they get the leftovers of everything else. That's generally what happens. But it doesn't have to be that way. And there's really good things. The other way, Chopin Enthusiast, that you should try to learn this, yeah, you have to learn counterpoint to do four-part. Why is it that the altos always get the boring stuff? Because generally people start with the sopranos and the basses, and then they add in the tenors. The tenors tend to get more interesting parts than the altos because of the range that they're in. And then the altos get the leftovers because they have to bridge the gap, because weird stuff happens if there's too much, I feel I'm doing Trump hands right now. There's too much space in between here. Is this form of melody for advanced people? Donna, simply put, yes. This is like at the end of music. So in college, the first semester is like basic things. Second is the next. The third semester is where you really get into this stuff. But with Do, Re, Mi, you don't understand a thing? All right. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I may be on one more time.